This is going to be an introduction to algebra tiles. So first I want to talk about the different pieces. These represent a unit. So we say that the side length of this is 1 and this is 1. So this is 1 times 1, which is 1. So this is worth a unit. And if you flip it over, the red side means -1. So I can use them to count. So I could say this is 5 there, or this is -4 here. And if I want to add or subtract things, when I push them together, a +1 and a -1 cancel each other out. It's worth 0, right? 1 minus 1 would be 0. So if I had this for an example, 5 plus a -4, I could take all my 0 pairs and cancel them out, and I'd be left with a +1. Okay, and so that's the x's, or that's the units. Now we'll look at the x's, which are these right here. So let's see, I get a couple more here. Okay, so if I want to add and subtract these, all I do is put my 0 pairs together. So this is an x, so its side length is 1 again, so you can see it matches up. So 1 by x, so x times 1 would just be x. So this is an x and this is a -x. So when I put them together, that's 0. X minus x is 0, and 0 and 1. So 3x plus -2x would be equal to +1x. Okay. Then the last type that we're going to be using is the x's, or x squareds. So it has a length of x on each side. So x times x is x squared. So if I had a couple of these, and here's a -x squared, so 2x squareds plus -1x squared. We have a 0 pair here, so it cancels out, and I have +1x squared. Now I could do, something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and -2. So if I had 6x squareds plus -2x squareds, 2 of them cancel out, make a 0 pair, and I'd be left with 4x squareds. Okay, and if I had, say, one polynomial that was 6x squared plus 3x plus 3, say this is my polynomial right here, and let me just write it down: 6x squared plus 3x plus 3. So that's my polynomial. And if I add it, or maybe I'll do subtraction. How about I subtract the polynomial -2x squared minus 2x plus 4. Okay, so this is my first polynomial. And then my second polynomial is -2x squareds minus 2x plus 4, but I'm going to subtract it. So when I subtract this whole polynomial, that means it changes the signs of all of these. So I'm going to flip them all over. So in writing, this would be, now I change it to, I'm going to add +2x squared, +2x minus 4, right? So that's what I turn into. So when I add them together, I combine my like terms. So 6x squareds plus 2x squareds makes 8x squareds. 3x's plus 2x's makes 5x's. And -4 plus 3, I have 3 0 pairs, so those cancel out. I'm left with -1. So my answer would be 8x squared plus 5x minus 1 that you have there, and these are canceled out. Okay, so that's just a little introduction on how to use these algebra tiles and how to do a simple addition type problem. Up next we'll do the product of two polynomials using these algebra tiles.